Hello, we are in the kitchen because we are making salsas and toppings for this week's dinners that are planned. And right now, what are we making?
Tzatziki sauce.
Yes, our version of tzatziki sauce. So, we're gonna do a cup of sour cream. I've already scraped out a little bit that was left in the other container. So, we're gonna do a whole cup of sour cream. And unfortunately, I don't have a measuring cup. So we just gotta fill this bad boy up twice and then dump it in the bowl. Hold on.
Of me scooping it in.
There's the first half cup going in. Second half cup going in. Bloop. 1 cup of plain, non-fat Greek yogurt. This is what it's gonna look like. We're gonna mix this together and then add more stuff to it. Hold on. I don't have fresh dill, so we're gonna put plain, dried dill in here. I'm probably gonna start off with a teaspoon first, mix it, taste it, see if we need more dill or not. So hold on. Okay, so I ended up putting 2 tablespoons of dill in here because dried dill is not as concentrated as fresh dill is. But I am going to put a couple dashes of lemon juice in here, mix that around, and see if I need more dill after that. So that's about half a teaspoon. It's yummy. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in here and we're gonna mix this together and we're gonna try it. All done mixed up. This is what it's looking like. We're gonna try it. Yup, that'll do it.
I like it.
Alright, so we got it transferred to another bowl. We're gonna put this in the refrigerator and on to the next. I have leftover corn from the other day from dinner. I'm gonna make corn and black bean salsa. Got all the kernels off them cobs, so let's put this together. Get you a can of black beans, drain them. I used about half a can. I might need more, but let's get these tomatoes going and get this onion cut up. I'm using diced tomatoes instead of cutting up fresh tomatoes because we have stuff in the cabinet that just needs to get used, and this is just easier. So we're gonna open these, drain them as well. Tomatoes drained and mixed in here. Let's do this onion. All right, so I did the grid pattern so I can dice it, and she wants to do the slices. It's her first time doing it. She said she learned it from TikTok.
I did.
I learned it from my grandmother. I've been doing this for decades. So here you go.
You just have, wait, which side did you do it? That side. You cut it unevenly. It's diagonal.
There you go.
I told you I know how to do it.
Still got another pass, and then I gotta do another grid.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you go. All right. Okay, so I didn't do the whole onion. I don't like an onion heavy salsa. I only did half of it. But let's get these seasonings in here. A little bit of lemon juice.
I'm scared. Oh, that was loud.
Garlic powder. Garlic salt. Right, here. Jeez. Can you get the cilantro out?
Yeah.
I need to put a little bit of cilantro in there. Please and thank you. Some onion powder.
Cilantro.
Stay tuned for the cilantro. This is what she's looking like. Lindsay doesn't want to try it because she said she doesn't like corn salsa. But how would she know if she hasn't tried it yet? Oh well, more for me. That'll do it. Now keep in mind, everything me and Lindsay just did in the kitchen today, making sauces and fillings and stuff and toppings for certain dinners and stuff, is everything we've already had existing or that we got from the food pantry and or Dollar Tree. So you can jazz up any lunch, dinner, whatever, with what you got on hand, Dollar Tree stuff. You just got to get creative Because struggle meals, they don't have to suck. Can you guess what we're making now? Guacamole. These are a little too tough, so I'm gonna have to roll these out to soften them up so I can get them cut. Alright, well, I gotta cut it in half, so let's de-seed these. Like I said, they're still a little too hard, but yep, let's I'm gonna take them and do a little grid cut on the inside of it. That way when I spoon it out, it's already diced up and it's easier to smash.
I'm scared.
Well, this is fun trying to watch her get a avocado nut out. Well, avocado seed. Oh, there it goes.
Got it.
All right, 2 avocados. I'm gonna get this mashed up and then we're gonna put all the other stuff in there. Okay, we mashed. I know it's not a lot of guacamole. She doesn't like guacamole. I do. I have some tomatoes left over from taco night that I am going to finely dice up and add into here. Finely diced tomatoes. Going in. Garlic powder. Garlic salt. What is that gonna come out? Well, shit. There we go. I don't like fresh onions in mine, so we're just gonna do some onion powder. And I don't have any lime juice, so I'm gonna put a couple splashes of lemon juice in here. We're gonna mix this up, and I'm gonna get my cilantro cut and put in here too. Now I don't need a lot of cilantro, so I'm just gonna use probably about a handful of it. And I'm gonna rough chop this, put it in the guacamole and mix it up, and we'll be back. All right, this is what it's looking like. Let's try it. You wanna try it?
No.
Told you she don't like guacamole. That'll do it.
Smells good though.
Transfer this to another bowl, and I'm getting ready to make something else. Homemade chipotle bowls for dinner. Let's talk about it. So I cooked up 3 chicken tenderloins, and what's left on the plate? A little bit of diced chicken. Dice them up after you cook them. I seasoned the chicken with adobo, garlic pepper, and a little bit of paprika for color. Hang on. Cilantro lime rice. I seasoned it with lime juice, dried cilantro, and I found this at Dollar Tree and I thought it was interesting, so I put that in there too. So there's the cilantro rice. Now mine's a little bit different than Lindsay's because she doesn't like everything that I put on mine, but I've laid down the rice, some shredded lettuce, some diced tomatoes, some black beans. We made corn and black bean salsa that I put down too, which we did a video on that, so I will be posting on how we made this. Homemade guacamole, sour cream, some shredded cheese, and for some freshness, I put fresh cilantro on top of it. So let's get in here and try this. Yep. Let me get into this rice a little bit. Hot damn, that'll do it. This is our dinner tonight. Let's make a late breakfast, early lunches kind of thing, because Little's still sleeping. Frying pan, bacon grease in it, heating up. Dice up some potatoes, and I'm gonna chop up the rest of this onion, and we're gonna make breakfast potatoes, scrambled eggs with sausage. So I sliced up a little bit of onion. I'm gonna put them in with the potatoes, and we're gonna wait for that to get done and move on to the next. Okay, so the breakfast potatoes are done. In that same frying pan, while it's still hot, eggs, I got 5 eggs cracked in here. Salt, some pepper, hang on, I'm gonna put some cheese in it. Hold on. So I only have a little bit of cheese left, and we're just gonna put the whole bag in there. Whisk this all together. And I'm gonna go ahead and cook these up. Eggs are done. So let's cut up this sausage. This is a pre-cooked sausage from the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna cut them up into little medallion pieces and just heat them up in that same frying pan. Sausage is cut up. Let's get it in the pan. I'll show you what it's up when it all comes together at the end. It's all done. Let's plate it up. I'm gonna put some homemade tzatziki sauce on my potatoes. And yes, I did do a recipe video on that, and I will be posting that. But let's get this sauce on here. And that is what she's looking like. I'm not super hungry right yet, so no, I didn't put a lot on my plate. But I'm gonna wrap up the rest of this and wait for Little to wake up and make her plate. But this South Struggle meals don't have to suck. Sausage, Dollar Tree. Eggs, food pantry. Potatoes and onions we had on hand. And the tzatziki sauce is stuff that I already had on hand and or bought at the Dollar Tree. And the dill, I already had existing. And the lemon juice that I put in here already had existing, but I did buy that from the Dollar Tree as well. So struggle meals don't have to suck. Okay, let's try these potatoes with the tzatziki on it. That would do it. Just kidding, I'm not mad. But let's make lunch. Itty Bitty's still sleeping. She's on vacation. Let her live. She was up last night, very, very late, playing video games and talking to her friends on the phone. This is going to be her last vacation before she graduates high school. So no more summer breaks for her. So let her live. But let's get started. Chicken Caesar wraps, y'all. Coffee. Cheers. So big old pack. Thaw it out. I'm probably going to cook up about 4 of these chicken tenders, and we're going to make some chicken Caesar wraps for lunch. You know, oil that pan, get it nice and hot. Got my 4 chicken tenders out that I want to cook. The rest of these bad boys are going in here because I will be using them later this week. And no, they won't go bad. They won't have time to sit in the fridge to go bad before I use them. So don't come for me. But, yep, gallon Ziploc bag. Let's do it. Okay, so those are done. I put salt and pepper on them. That's all the seasoning I put on it. We're going to let these cool down, and we're going to assemble the wraps. Now, mind you, Lindsay doesn't like chicken Caesar wraps, so I'm going to let her make her own. She wants sour cream and cheese on it, but she's still sleeping, so I don't want to make it and then it get all before she wakes up. So we're going to make mine. But like I said, let's let these cool down real quick. Wrap. Big old piece of lettuce. I like a lot of lettuce. Caesar salad dressing. Just gonna smooch a bunch of that on there. This is what the base is looking like so far. Still waiting for that chicken to cool down so I can put it on here. And I'm gonna put the cheese on there. Don't come for me that it's cheddar and not mozzarella because this is all I got on hand. And don't come for me for this little sprinkle cheese Dollar Tree. But we need some Parmesan on it too. Chicken's finally cooled down. Put a little bit of shredded cheddar on that. We're gonna hit it with just a little bit of the sprinkle cheese. We're gonna wrap this up. Oh shit, fat. Yeah, buddy. He's thick. All right. Hang on, let me cut it. This is what she's looking like. That'll do it. Look, let's make dinner. I'm making turkey tacos instead of regular beef tacos because this is what's left over from the food pantry and I don't want it to go to waste. Oil the pan, just a little bit. A little bit of oil. And we're gonna put this in here. Hold on. That is a whole lot of turkey. I am gonna hit it with the taco seasoning. I don't have the packets. It was just easier to have it in a shaker bottle. Put as much or as little taco seasoning in it as you want. I'm going to mix this together. I got my element already preheating up so I can get this going. While that is cooking, I'm going to shred some lettuce and dice up 2 of the 5 tomatoes that I got on the grocery haul because the other 3 I'm going to use for tomato sandwiches. And don't come for me for my mom bird. It is ungodly cold in here because the AC is on. Lettuce and tomatoes are chopped up. I only used one because not a lot of people in this house like tomatoes. So I'm going to pop these back in the fridge while the turkey's still cooking. And when it's all done, I'll show you what it is. Turkey's done. Got my lettuce and tomatoes out. Cheese, sour cream. And let's make these tacos. So little miss wanted to help me cook tonight, but because she's a lady problems are ensuing. She doesn't feel good, so she's taking a nap. But this monstrosity here, I got big tortilla shells. This is what it's looking like. I probably should have made it a burrito, but I only made one for now because I don't know what everybody else likes on their tacos. But cheers. That'll do it. And there's obviously going to be leftover ground turkey meat. So stay tuned to see what I do with the leftovers of that.